you must stop waking up today stuck in yesterday. That is the download. That is the message. That is the message here, the spiritual guidance message for whoever is tuning in, whoever this finds. Spirit is coming through so strongly. You must stop. And this isn't coming through, and you know, your spirit guides never come through in like a judgmental, judgy McJudgerton type of vibe. It's never like that. It's always with love and support and compassion, and you know what I mean? So when Spirit came through and said that, oh, hello, Sage. This is my kitty boy. Hey, mister. Excuse me. Okay, well, there's a message in that. Expect the unexpected. Expect the unexpected, you guys. Come here, you little rascal. Okay, he's in like a playful mode, so I know his little moods and his modes. And so he's like, the way he jumped up and he was like, and his big old fluffy tail was like whipping around. I'm like, oh no, he's on a mission right now. Okay. That could be relevant for some of you guys too. Like, you know, like just being like, I don't know. I feel like that's actually like guidance. You know what I mean? Like playfulness, the inner child is so huge right now. Like so much stems from, right, the inner child. Our inner child is our soul. It's us. It's our higher self. It's right. But it's like our inner child is like the parts where in adolescence or childhood and even in past lives as child or as children or, you know, just things that you've experienced, right? So anyways, inner child is coming up like so much for recognition and for healing. Like as adults, we get stuck in the everyday mundane, like we get stuck in the grind, and then all of a sudden we are a part of the system and the matrix, and we're just freaking robots just going through the motions and right? Okay, and then you awaken and then you start seeing through all of this like very conditioned robotic behavior and patterning and like all these things, right? But like where, if you look back or you think back, like around what age or, you know, like it's typically like teenage years. It's like when we start kind of coming into adulthood. Teenagers can't wait to become adults, right? And parents are always like, take your time, like don't grow up too fast. You have your whole life ahead of you. But like when you're like a 15, 16, you know, 17-year-old or whatever, right? You just can't wait to start the rest of your life. You're like, I want to get out of school or go to college, or I want to, you know, like I'm ready to get out into the world, you know, like there's that energy, right? But like at some point around these ages, you know, due to experiencing maybe our first heartbreak, a broken heart, or, you know, we start dating and having our first little girlfriends or boyfriends, or, you know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff. So, you know, it's the adult world and the matrix world that we really, it shuts us down. We go into that mode of go, do, survive, make money, pay bills, you know what I mean? Like take care of business, like whatever it is, right? But somewhere along the way, our inner child got left behind. And now what we're doing is, as adults, we're circling back to our inner child. We're healing the inner child, these parts of ourselves, you know, where we were very shut down and closed off. Okay, so it's reopening that. It's like the vault. We're opening the vault of the inner child. We're opening the treasure chest of the inner child, right? So something with that, okay? But going back to the download, okay? So I got off track. Well, not off track, but because everything is always for a reason. I'm going to start with, yeah, let's get a mermaid message. I was kind of just feeling it out because I always go where I feel guided, you know what I mean? I just saw 444, but I also saw 443. These could be addresses, phone numbers, especially, I mean, but the 444 we know is like, you know, a whole legion of angels just showed up. There is a whole legion of angels here. The angels are coming through and they're like, very clearly, you guys, and this is so powerful. Like, I was like, whoa, that's so profound. You must, and I'm telling you right now, like, this is for those where you feel like it's just like one initiation after the next, and you literally feel like you're at your wit's end. You feel like you are at the end of your rope. You feel like, how I can't take much more of this, even though you can. You know, it's just these initiations, these lessons, the karma, the right? It's just like, it's crazy. The loss, the grief, the pain. And then you're empathic, and then you're picking up on the collective energy, and you're tuning in, and it's just like, it's so much, right? Okay, so make sure you are spiritually cleansing and your spiritual hygiene is up to par. It's so important. Like, we cannot be the empaths and light workers and energy healers and readers and all the things that we are. You know, we can't be these kinds of beings if we are not cleansing ourselves, if we are not calling our power and our energy back to us daily, multiple times a day, even if we are not, you know what I mean, protecting our energy, shielding ourselves. But there's something so strong about you must stop waking up today stuck in yesterday. Meaning, yesterday is irrelevant. As humans, we attach the stories. We attach the time frame, the linear time. We attach, right? Like, my human physical side goes, you know, I'm Erica, and I've been through this and this and this. And I've done this and this and experienced this and this and this, and going all the way back, right? And my human, like, ego self in my mind, like, that's who I am. I'm Erica, that's what makes Erica, right? But it's like the advanced, awakened soul, it's completely different. It's like, these are versions of you. These are timelines. These are lessons. These aren't who you are. This is what you have experienced. These were lessons. These were initiations. These were, you know what I mean? Like, moments of karma and balancing, and right? But it's not who you are, Erica. It doesn't define you. It is not set in stone. Do you know what I mean? It is not something so solidified. What it is these aspects of self. But who I am today, right now, that is not her. I am not Erica. I am not the same Erica that I was. I'm completely different. So there's something about, I hope I'm explaining that correctly, because I feel like I don't know. I feel like you guys will understand. And I'm trying to articulate into words what I feel and what's coming through. Okay, so bear with me. Basically, you're holding too tightly on to the past. You're holding too tightly on to the stories of who you are. It could be, I'm an addict, right? Like, let's say that. Let's say you've struggled with addiction in the past, right? Or whatever, alcohol, whatever it is, whatever your vices were, right? Okay, so, you know, or a divorce, or I'm a divorcee. No, you're not a divorcee. You went through a divorce. It's something you experienced. It was probably kind of traumatic. You know, it was another lesson, some kind of balancing. Karma was attached here. You had to learn lessons. But it's not who you are. So why are you slapping a label, right? It's like the wounded warrior. We are the warriors, and we do go through wounding, right? But our wounds don't define us. And that's what I'm picking up on here, and what Spirit is showing me is that so many of you guys are really struggling with peeling. It's like pulling yourself apart from what was and what is. You know, it's like you're holding on to yesterday and last week and the month before that and last year and 20 years ago and 50 years ago. You're holding on to all of this like a super heavy 10 of Wands, burdensome, heavy, toxic backpack. And every day you wake up, you put that backpack back on. When in reality, every day is a new point of vibrational attraction. You wake up in a new vibration. At the very second you open your eyes, there's like a reset that happens when you sleep overnight. So every single day you have the conscious choice as a master manifestor and quantum being to wake up and to decide how your every single day and every day is going to go. You know, it's the subconscious programming. So many people, that's what I mean. Spirits, like so many souls, they've been doing the work and they have elevated, but they are still stuck in the old programs. They're letting the old programs still run their life and their everyday. So that's why I'm here. Okay, see, look, it's the soul cage. So like, how are you like caging yourself still? Like, what are these cages that are experiences now? They're memories, they're in the past, right? Like, it's time to stop holding on to this junk and to let it go. To let it go. Because carrying it around with you is doing nothing but torturing you. It's making you feel heavy and weighed down, and you know, and then it's like you're associating your entire being with these experiences every single day. And it's subconscious for most of you guys, right? For most of us. Rescue, escape from captivity, and restriction. Card number 24. Your spirit guides are really helping to lift you. Like, they're pushing you to the light. They're really helping to lift you out of this heaviness and density. But you do have to co-create. Like, you do have to be a part of this. So how are you still caging yourself? Again, the download, which is probably the title, of course. You must, it's like Spirit literally says, to me too. To me too, you guys. This is old programs that are running. Okay, we can see through the old programs. We know better. We know the difference. So why do we wake up and do the same robotic things every day when we have ascended beyond that? And then why do we wake up every single day in a brand new day and in a brand new vibrational point of attraction? You know, but we're there's something about like the patterns for sure. Like it's a hard time like breaking free of the patterns. I just recorded, I forget what zodiac it was that I just recorded, but this kind of energy came through in their message too. Maybe Aries? I can't remember. I think it was Aries. But basically, it was like one of the parts of the message. It was like, how are you still caging yourself? How are you still... What burdens are you still... What stuff that is completely done and over with that you're still carrying around? What trauma? Or... You know, and then if you're like, if you immediately, you can pinpoint certain things throughout your life timeline and go, yeah, she's right. Like, I still carry this. I know, you know, because you'll feel it. You'll know exactly, especially the big stuff. So that lets you know, like, you're still holding on to it. Why are you holding on to it? Is the rope you're holding on to burning your hand in half? Like, let go? Or are you still holding on where you got healing to do? Or is it like the rope it's just like you're holding on, but you don't even know, like, it's like a relationship that is like dead and over, but you're still there. And then one day you're just like, why am I doing this? Same thing. I mean, not same thing, but kind of, where it's like the old versions of you, the old timelines, the old paradigms, the versions of you that were still asleep, the versions of you that were operating in karmic low vibrational energy. Like, that's not who you are anymore. You've ascended beyond that. Up from the depths, up from the darkness. Okay, so basically, you've done the work. You've done the work. So now it's just spirit going, okay, you've done the work. It's okay to let go of the security blanket. It's okay to let go of the old and the familiar, even though it's old, you know, woundings or old memories that just burned a hole in your memory and in your brain and in your mind. You know, it's experiences, it's things that have happened, but it is not still who you are. And if you're still very, you know, if it still feels very like the wound is still very fresh, even though it's however old, then you know that you got to go there and you got to do some healing work. There's shadow work there. You must. And with this beautiful full moon, like, it's giving like a fire that like will really help with a lot of this too. Okay. See, what did I say? Nothing was set in stone. Didn't I say that? Or maybe that was another reading. Shit, now I don't remember. See, it's like psychic amnesia when I'm channeling. I can't remember. I feel like I said that to you guys just a few minutes ago, though. Like, nothing is set in stone. I don't know. Maybe not. Shit. I don't know. See, I'm like on multiple, like, different timelines right now. Like, nothing is set in stone. We are ever changing. Every day we evolve. Every day we change. Sometimes we go backwards a little bit just to, you know, sometimes it's like regress to progress. You know, that's okay. That's okay as long as we don't stay there, right? It's like when we regress and we get caught back in old patterns and loops and cycles that we find ours, and we know better, right? Okay, so you guys don't need the pep talk, but I'm saying the reason why I'm here is because Spirit is like, who you are is not on a you know, like on a gravestone, like set in stone. Like, you're transforming, you're evolving. That's what I mean. Like, every single day you have the ability to wake up and go, today is a beautiful day. It's an amazing day. I'm thankful for today. I'm thankful for my bed, my home, my beautiful whatever, my pets, my children, my spouse, or whatever, this and that and the other. You know what I mean? One of my lotions just fell off off my desk as I said that. That was a confirmation. There's so much to be grateful for. It's choosing your vibration. It's waking up and being intentional and going, I'm not going to wake up and operate off of the old system anymore. I'm not going to wake up in my new reality, my new timeline, you know, my new version of self. And I'm not going to operate. So it's like new version of you operating off the old system. It's like, it would be like the newest iPhone out operating off of an old system from 15 years ago. Why would a brand new, beautiful iPhone... Okay, this is the best analogy I could... Because literally my phone did a software update last night. Okay, so that's why it's like coming through. It's like fresh on the mind. But it's a good analogy. Why in the world would the newest, most beautiful, whatever iPhone, right? With all the bells and whistles, why would it want to run off of an old, outdated program when it has within it a brand new, upgraded, like, right? Like 1000 Platinum 0.0 version, okay? Why would it shoot, right? So that's the same thing. So why are you this beautiful, updated, activated, like healed, like, not obviously, none of us are completely healed, but we are in layers and in phases, and right? But you've done a great amount of healing. Why would you be the brand new, beautiful iPhone and choose to operate off of the very old, outdated system? So that's the same thing, right? Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and get another Moonology. Ooh, hello. A win-win outcome is in the forecast. Full moon in Libra. I love that. So nothing is yet set in stone, meaning like, things can shift on a dime, mi amors. Your life can change like that. Your life is changing on a dime. Your life is changing like that. Which is why it's imperative, which is why I am here as a medium, a conduit, a channeler, to just deliver the message of, you must stop waking up today stuck in yesterday. Or last week. Or a conversation or something someone said to you that just irked you, right? And you keep replaying it over and over and over again. There is a lot of old, because of the new systems and the programming and like the activations and like our new systems coming online and the new systems we are operating in, like as far as like the subconscious and just all the things, right? A lot of old is coming up and clearing. So a lot of you guys might be, again, old memories, moments in time and experience you had. You know, it could be anything, right? If it comes back up and you're like, this is so crazy. Why am I thinking about this? Or I haven't thought about this. Or, oh my God, I completely forgot about this. And then all of a sudden something bubbles up and it's a thought and you're like, whoa, it's a memory you completely had blocked out, or you know what I mean? You pushed it down so far. You forgot it even happened. Like stuff like that. That's old programming being cleared out. That's past life regression work. past life clearing. Like there's things happening for sure like that for so many of us. But some of the stuff for sure is conscious. Like you have to be intentional with it. I'm going to choose to shift the energy in my everyday routine. I'm not going to run off of the same mundane, robotic, you know, it's switched. Very little subtle shifts can create the biggest of change and ripple effect for you, for all of us, right? A win-win outcome is in the forecast. Libra energy, full moon. Okay, so for me, Libra rules the 7th house. It's the house of marriage and partnership, soul contracts, you know, justice system, that all. I'm getting like the truth will prevail and justice is prevailing. Okay, so where there's been injustice for you, it will be I'm hearing the truth shall set you free, but wherever there's been injustices placed upon you or that you've experienced, like you were wrongfully accused of something, but you were innocent, or you lost your job for a certain reason because someone lied or said something and, right, but it wasn't true. Like, you know, whatever it is, right? Okay, like maybe, I don't know. It could be anything. You are in the winning season, which is why I'm delivering this message again. All of this is at your fingertip. I'm telling you, even just the most subtle changes, change in your diet, drinking more water, you know, taking a morning walk, and, you know, instead of just getting up and going and running out the door to work, like carving out time to meditate, take a morning walk. It could be like cleaning the home, refreshing the energy in the home, cleansing the energy in the home, rearranging your furniture. It could be feng shui. Literally, you could rearrange your bedroom furniture and that brings in a manifestation. I'm not kidding. It's the shift, any shift of energy for the higher and greater good. That's something that's serving you. Something that's helping you. It's a form of self-love too, you know? All right, where are we at? 22 minutes. Okay, so I'm gonna start wrapping this up, you guys. If you guys want to connect with me one-on-one, you can find all of the information in the description box below. Yeah, offer several different types of readings and spiritual services. Sorry, guys, I was like channeling and talking at the same time and trying to look at these. But anyways, I'm like very specifically getting like the next 4 weeks is going to be like very big for a lot of you guys. Whatever that means and however that comes through. It's an overall win-win outcome. Hashtag winning, winner, winner, chicken dinner. But you got to lighten up. See, yeah, last quarter moon in Leo. See, what did I just say? What did I literally just say about the next 4 weeks? And like, it's going to be like life-changing. But you got to lighten up. You got to lighten the load too. You got to lighten your energy up. Again, what did I say about the heavy backpack from the past? You can just keep adding to the backpack, adding to the backpack. This person cut me off in traffic and it pissed me off. I'm adding it to the backpack. You know, along with all my heartbreaks, along with, you know, all my shame, whatever it is, you know what I mean? Things that were very traumatizing or whatever you've experienced, you know what I mean? Time to lighten up. Have fun. This goes back to the inner child too. Leo is that. Leo is ruled by the sun. The sun represents masculine. It represents vitality. It represents enlightenment, life force, you know, revelation, things being revealed, the light, you know, but it's inner child. It's inner child. It's healing, it's growth, it's success, it's victory, it's power, it's all these things, but it also represents the inner child. Time to connect with that. Lighten up, have fun, smile, laugh, be silly, like, I don't know. You know? Like, I don't know. Like, for me, like, when I was younger, like, I don't know, like, in my 20s and then, like, my teens, like, living out where I live, like, we used to, you know, like, my farm friends and, like, my rancher friends and stuff, like, they would have, like, ATVs, like, quads, like, side-by-sides, like, all the things, and we used to, like, you know, cram up into, you know, or go on quads or go in the side-by-sides, and, like, we used to go, like, off-roading and like on the riverbanks and through the mud and through the rivers, and like that was so fun. And we go like backcountry, and like that was so fun. And I still love doing stuff like that. Like for me, like, and then other things too, like I've been watching a lot of like movies and old like shows and movies and things that I like loved watching when I was like younger, like a little girl, you know? I don't know. So however you can connect, it's time to connect with your inner child. But look, expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. It's all about the new. And it's powerful. It's ecliptic. Like the eclipses are freaking insanity, you know? Expect powerful change. That's why I'm here. A win-win outcome is in your forecast. Nothing is set in stone. Another thing about the stone is 3D. It's physical, right? Again, with that, you must not wake up. You must stop waking up today stuck in yesterday. It has to do with this too, because it's the physical reality. It's spirit is letting you know, like, what has manifested and what has happened and like what's physically in front of you right now in your 3D reality. None of that is set in stone. You can shift your reality at any time. And things might take a little while in the earthly terms to come in and physically manifest, but I've witnessed so many instant manifestations and miracles. It's crazy. So again, nothing is set in stone. In the Priestess temples, look at your commitment is being tested. Your commitment to your healing journey, to your soul, to yourself, to your mission, why you came here. You know, all of this. Your commitment, are you know, have you learned these lessons? Are you going to go backwards? Are you going to go, it's too hard, I'm just going to go back to comfort zones and old ways, and I'm just going to, you know, just keep doing the things that I'm doing, and you know what I mean? What I was going to say is, and you know, like the priestesses, you know, like we go through so many initiations in the sacred temples or the mystery schools, but like in the temples, you know, we would go through these initiations just like we're going through now, you know, and then when we would go through like our first like big initiation or big rebirth, basically, you know, because you go through this massive rebirth, right? You're no longer who you were, who you were born as, if you want to say that, right? So the priestesses would, at this point, they would choose a new name for themselves. Like their temple name, their priestess name, their priestess path name, their soul name, you know, it's like that. Because we couldn't control what our, you know, like our parents, right? Our parents named us our name, but the priestesses often chose a new name because it was symbolic of them being reborn new. They weren't who their parents named them anymore in that regard. Do you know what I mean? So, I mean, I don't know, maybe you feel called to that. Maybe you like that and you're like, you know what? I'm going to just start calling myself, I'm going to choose a priestess path name, or I'm going to choose an awakening, you know, my awakened soul name, you know? But my point of sharing that is the fact that it's the message. It's, you're not who you were anymore. So why are you still acting like you are? Why are you still doing the things that old you did? Or why are you still carrying that backpack around? Right? Okay. All right. I'm going to leave it here. I love you guys so much. I think I already said all the things. Like if you want to connect, you want to work with me, I offer several different types of reading services and spiritual services. So, you know, so like I do past life Akashic record readings where we open up your past lives. We see who you are, where you've been, etc. All these things. Very healing and activating. I do obviously general psychic mediumship readings. I do quantum intuitive energetic healing sessions with clients, like just different stuff. You guys will see everything. And then, yeah, just send me an email. We'll get you set up. But yeah, so one last time, and I know it's the title too. We must stop waking up today stuck in yesterday. So I love you guys. Happy full moon, almost full moon, all the things. Happy Valentine's Day, February, whatever, all the things, right? All the things. Happy birthday, Aquariuses. Okay. I love you guys. Mwah.